Welcome back, everyone. Joe here. Hope everyone's doing well, staying warm in this cold weather. So like the title says, we're going to do a little 2024 mineral review. Now, we're also going to do a tad bit of time traveling since we have about 6, almost 7 months worth of data. Now, we're going to compare the Trophy Rock, which is a fantastic mineral block or mineral rock, compared to the Redmond block. Now, back in August, I went ahead and put these blocks down. All right, so I'm going to put this block down over here. I'm going to get the rock and put it next to it. I think we picked the hottest day of the year to do this. Right here is the Trophy Rock. We'll see what happens in the next few weeks. Today is August 12th. Or rocks, rock and block down right here. Full size, I'm gonna run on the back, you'll see when I put it down. And here is the Redmond block. Now, today is January 22nd. It's real feel right now is 9 degrees, so my hands are freezing. I probably should have wore gloves, but that's how this video is about. The rock is almost completely gone, but the Redmond block is here. From my understanding, when they mine these rocks, that's when they blast them, blow them up, or get them out of wherever they're getting them from. That's how they get that shape. That's the shape. But all the dust and everything else from that, all the mineral dust, is now then compressed or made into a block like you see here. Now, Redmond makes both of them. They're the same distributor. One is got a buck on a bag made for hunters, and another one is more for the equestrian and or livestock animals. So this one back here, the block I purchased at Tractor Supply for $12.99 for 12 pounds. And this block right here I purchased from a ag store. It is a 50-pound block, and it was $17.99. Now, if you look at the minerals, if you look at everything side by side, the parts per million or the ppm, we're all exactly the same, identical to a T. The only difference is, like, let's say calcium on the left side is whatever, and then on the rock it would say calcium would be on the right side. It would just be, the label was a teeny bit different. So that's really about it. Now, I'm going to throw up some pictures that I have of the last few months of the does and bucks coming in and hitting this here. I put them on top of the stumps. I've seen from other actual biologists and or hunters, they put them on top of there, and the deer will actually start chewing and eating the side of those stumps once that mineral kind of sets in and gets sucked into the into that stump. So here's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Right here is where I had another one. I don't remember the name. It was one of them I got from Tractor Supply. It was the brown one that I got from Tractor Supply. It was just a salt block, and this stump sucked it in, and as you see, they've been sitting here chewing the side of this around. We are in the secondary zone for chronic wasting down here in North Carolina. There's a few different zones. We're not the primary, it's definitely secondary. The few deer that we've taken from here, we've had them sent out and tested. They've come back negative, thank God. And for about a 5-mile radius, I have a few friends that hunt, and they've had their results back from the deer they've harvested in November, and everything has come back negative so far too. So that's definitely good. We're in urban archery. I don't think I'm going to hunt urban archery. I went out once, and to be honest with you, I know we're in North Carolina. Like this week, it's been super cold. But now going into the end of the week, we're going to be 65 degrees with the lows of 55. I don't want to put any more pressure on these deer than they already had. It's a very long hunting season. So what I'm going to do is, because we are in the secondary zone, I have to check the regulations regarding pulling these blocks and for feed, but I am going to pull the blocks anyway, just to help hopefully lower the spread of whatever chronic wasting. Granted, it doesn't seem like it's in this area yet, but that doesn't mean these deer don't travel. So if I could do my part of doing something better, I'm just going to remove them. I mean, it was $17. It's been out here since August. I could take the hit on that. So that's where I definitely see the advantage of the rock, because the rock is almost completely gone in that amount of time. But it's not the end of the world. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and pull our blocks, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. I have to check our local regulations. I don't know if I have to pull them, but I definitely will. And if they change the regulations going into next season, I'll see when I can put them back out. And if nothing's changed, then I'm going to put them back out in July, August of this coming year, of this year, in another 5-6 months. But this one here will be pulled out today once I get some feeling back in my hands. I am gonna go pull the cards, see what the inventory of our deer look like. I know for a fact we have some sort of coyotes running around. I heard them 2 weeks ago out here. Was it 2 weeks ago? I don't know, a week or two ago. I'm not too sure. Whenever urban archery started, we went out like 3 days after that, and they were definitely howling on the other side. I am gonna start looking into, I know I watched Joe the farmer. He has these beautiful gravity fed feeders. They're huge. I think they hold something like 200-300 pounds of feed. I am gonna look into that, so when next year or when we can start baiting again to help out. What I really should do is have a better food plot program here, but this is the first year we've had this much cleared area. I will probably lay down 400 to 500 pounds of cereal grain rye down in this area that you see behind me. I would like to get rid of some of these straggly little trees that are in here. All these bigger trees with the vines are all going to stay. Like, I'm going to try to pull some of these vines down, but these trees seem relatively healthy. The rest of the trees in here provide a good amount of shade. And then, well, now in the winter time when there's no leaves and the canopy is basically empty, it's full sun. So I do have some chestnut trees. I have 3 chestnut trees and 4 apple trees. If I do take down any more of these bigger trees in here, I'm gonna replant more chestnut trees and apple trees. I really want to get some persimmon trees, but that's not what this video is about. But I'm gonna pull the cards now, see what they're looking at. As per price wise, I really think you're better off with the price of the Redmond block than the trophy rock. The rock is got a buck on a bag, and it's meant for all of us hunters, and you know, it's the best thing since sliced bread. But for the best bang for your buck, you're better off with that block if you get your hands on them. Exactly same exact mineral content, same everything. It's just a lot heavier and bigger, and it clearly lasts a lot longer. So again, guys, my name is Joe. This is Joe's Outdoor Experience. I hope you enjoy this. If you do like this sort of thing, I'm going to put a video right here of when I first got the rock and the block to explain it a little bit better than what I'm doing now, but I can't feel my hands. And if you don't mind, if you could subscribe, if you like this sort of thing, please consider hitting that thumbs up button. It truly helps out a lot. And I'm going to go ahead right now and roll some video of the wildlife that comes through here every single day.